tight to the left, and here comes the tight end. Davis Allen in motion. Play fake, end zone, touchdown Rams.
You love play action at the
for the
goal
touchdown.
line. That was for you, Maurice.
No question. Listen, anytime you run play action at the goal line, it's a touchdown. Everyone is selling out. I've begged for that, JB, for years for Sean to do that. Great call here, great execution. Hold on to the ball if he did. That's a great catch there.
No challenge flag from the Rams sideline. Rocket Sanders punches it in. Touchdown Chargers, their first of the day.
Trey Lance. I don't feel like this is a competition anymore for QB2, quite candidly, because he has put together two very nice drives for the Chargers.
Yeah, I know Coach Harbaugh doesn't want to talk about it, but the take
short as well. Stetson identifies. Deep drop off play action. Wings one down the numbers. That's a touchdown.
What a ball. Oh, my goodness.
Mario Williams, 38 yards.
That is a beautiful ball up the seam from Stetson Bennett off the play action.
First of all, the clock's winding down. There's 2 seconds on the play clock. You snap the ball, a nice token fake, and then as soon as he gets back on that 7-step plays and being physical.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about Trey Harris, who made that big catch down the sideline. He's a second-round draft pick. You know, he's probably the highest drafted player still out there from this year. And
Chargers got a big chance on their punt return here. Luke Grimm.
Oh, buddy.
Takes it the distance.
It's always tough when the returner catches it on the opposite numbers and gets back to the field. That's always a tough situation. But what a return there. What a job of setting up blocks and making guys miss and finding a way to...
Timeouts, 11 seconds.
Presley, who just made that catch to the bottom of your screen.
Don't throw him a fade.
Stetson stands in, drills one, end zone.
What a play.
Hello.
From the mailman.
Welcome to the NFL, true. He's got size. I saw it there. What a finish from Stetson Bennett.
My goodness. What a finish for Auburn present.
Yeah.
Push back onto the field to go for two.
Pressure off the edge and play both defensive end / outside linebacker edge in that defense.
Two on the wide side of the field. Lawrence underneath, breaking tackles, touchdown Washington. So Parker Washington with the reception. Now starting his third season out of Penn State, and 7 yards from Trevor Lawrence. Now on 3rd and goal. It's Tootin, and he's in for the touchdown. So the rookie 4th-round pick out of Virginia Tech, feeling like he's back with the Hokies. Got in easily.
3 straight runs inside the 10, and Jacksonville decides to switch to the physical format and say, you're going to have to stop us, and New Orleans was not able to answer that call.
Rattler on 3rd down. Bunch on the short side of the field. To the end zone. Touchdown! Pettis on the receiving end.
Dante Pettis not satisfied with just a big catch inside the 5. Fights his way into the end zone, comes away with a touchdown.
All right, you make the call. Let's see what they do for the 2-point conversion.
But Quan Martin comes up and makes a great open field tackle.
4th down and goal. Brown. He's in. Touchdown Cincinnati. It wasn't easy. He got a good block from left tackle Orlando Brown Jr. And it's a 9-play touchdown drive for the Bengals to
get what's in front of him. Those guys are going to be on this roster.
Daniels tap dancing around and down into the end zone for a touchdown. It may be August 18th, but this crowd is going crazy because Jaden just reminded them of the magic he has.
There was a collective exhale on that Washington sidelines when he didn't go to the ground, including here in the booth.
Turn to our regularly scheduled programming in August with backups, but who knows about Burrow? Here is the rookie, Krosky Merritt, touchdown Washington. And already a big night for the Commanders on the ground. 27-yard touchdown.
A pass rush specialist, and he still has something left in the tank at 36 years old.
Burrow, end zone, somehow to Jones for the touchdown. Good throw, good catch, 4-yard touchdown throw. And we're an extra point away from a tie game again.
I mean, that's about as good as it gets, and that's the things that Joe Burrow can do with the football. I talk about ball placement and how he hasn't quite been himself last week and the early part of it.
On first down, end zone, Tinsley with a spinning catch. And I'll say he is opening up some eyes.
He sure is. He certainly is, because he's already made a couple tough catches, and this one was the best of the bunch. The ball it's really up to this point, but Carter does an outstanding job. And that really is his strength. Going back to Clemson was his ability to play coverage. He was textbook on that play.
Under 20 to go, end zone shot. Tinsley, come on. Did he catch it? Touchdown is the call. Have a night, Mitchell Tinsley.
But if you're Washington, Joe, this was a young man in Mitchell Tinsley who began in.
3 tight ends on the field. Ian Thomas the third. Genty again. Bounced it outside. Using the power. Reaches. Touchdown, Genty. His first as a member of the silver and black, and he does it in front of Marcus Allen. It's all about the pop. Wilson, the veteran, he was just signed this week. He's now in the backfield. He gets the handoff, and he lowers the shoulder, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jeff Wilson with the 6 for the Niners.
You know, you get these opportunities, you get one-on-one in the hole. I want you to watch 44, Tommy Eichenberg. He's
Checks in a tailback for the Giants. Single carry. In for the score. So Russell Wilson hits the rookie free agent Bo Collins on an
Yes.
Yep.
Ward remains the tailback on a 2nd and 8. Dulcich, touchdown Giants. They hit the Jets on that in the joint practices, and they do it again.
Exact same play, and this was one of those fringe plays that.
Third-year man out of LSU. 2nd and goal. Dart keeps it for the touchdown. So Jackson Dart all fired up.
It's 3 touchdowns, right, by Dart?
About making tackles, but
I think you did a few times after some interceptions.
unfortunately, thank you, Bob. You're right.
2nd and goal, high snap. Cook, wide open, what a catch by Skinner.
Wow.
The rookie out of Kansas with a heck of a grab there.
Sure. Good point.
Randall Blue Gay for the Patriots was like the last guy to make the roster, won a Super Bowl as a starting corner as Winston keeps it for the touchdown.
where this Giants crowd here and at home are not accustomed to seeing this many points on the scoreboard.
Now it's a 2nd and 13 after the loss of 3 for Teddy Bridgewater. Going to the end zone here, looking for his man, and he has Bucky Irving. That's a touchdown of 15 yards. He beats the coverage. Irving's been running the ball with no success. This time he lines up, gets a pass. Peyton Wilson was back there, and that is a touchdown for Tampa Bay, and they take 3 off the board. Syracuse last week against Tennessee had a pretty good game, 13 carries, 50 yards, and a touchdown. 3rd and 3, a big one for the Steelers defense, trying to get off the field, settle for 3. Emeka Egbuka in the end zone. Eccles in coverage. Egbuka has that one, and it's a touchdown. He's the #1 pick out of Ohio State. That's a 5-yard score from Bridgewater to Egbuka, and Nichols was there, but it was just a really good pass and catch. It really set up that touchdown as that one go through his hands. So it's 2nd down and goal for the Steelers, looking to get on the scoreboard. Rudolph surveying, pressure, evades it, throws, touchdown, Brandon Johnson. He gets rid of Dean, who did not have a good series there. It's a 2-yard score. The Steelers are on the board. Mason Rudolph to Brandon Johnson.
Beautiful individual play by Mason Rudolph. Looking right, nothing there, felt pressure.
Thompson, Sermon, head down and into the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that's a nice drive, taking full advantage of the mistake by Tez Johnson. Hurlman recovers it. Steelers go to work, and now they're an extra point away from tying this football game.
And that's what you want to see from that offensive front, dominating.
In the 2nd round, in particular, a player to watch as he adjusts to a new position. Looking, for competing for playing time on this new look defensive front.
Empty backfield here. Nathan Carter, near side, pump fake by Stick, and that one is picked, and it could be a pick 6. It is. Taking it to the house. Kendall Brooks, 53 yards.
Yeah, we're going to watch this again, but Easton is one he's going to want back. He eyed him down just a second too long, and give him a lot of credit for breaking on that football.
1st and 10 from the 25 of the Falcons. Allen taking the shot down the field to the end zone. Helm, touchdown. 25 yards from Brandon Allen to Gunnar Helm.
Allen, the Helm show on that drive, on that 2-minute drive to get down the field. And this ball was put in the perfect spot. You got 2 guys. You got a guy underneath and a guy over the top. But
on offense. I think the question really was on defense, and I think these first 4 picks are all playing well, and are all going to be important contributors to our defense. And guys that were the young vets that were playing well before on defense.
Here's one.
A nice run.
Nathan Carter to the house.
Yeah.
Touchdown. Get a good look, Sean.
He's got that young man's got some speed. I'll tell you what, he almost broke one in the first half. Good-looking player. But it's like I think fans feel that and Matt Ryan used to tell me this all the time, and I think that if you spoke to Penix, he would say the same thing. Days and all of those things. So, we want to make sure the players always feel like it's not just a play for contract relationship. It's a relationship that's based on caring for them personally.
Is the good luck streak snapped?
No, just for the moment.
He said, just wait 1 minute, wait till you get the ball back.
Just for the moment. But so we want to make sure our players really feel, and I've always had the attitude that, and I've extended.
Now splits out wide, top of your screen. Empty backfield here for Easton Stick. Taking a shot, he's got his man, Chris Blair, down the sideline, touchdown, 52 yards.
Arthur told you the luck was off for just a bit. He was right. They come right back and strike. Now an opportunity to tie this game right back up.
Safe to say him and Chris Blair have a relationship. And that's 2 weeks in a row he's found Chris Blair for a big touchdown.
That's what you want from your 2nd-level defenders.
A very young guy, just turned 20 earlier this summer, 21 earlier this summer. 3rd and 8 from the 30.
Down him out as Raku ISO up.
And it's picked. Going the other way. To the house. Andrew Booth. Isaiah, he baited him.
He did. He said, last drive, I'm going to play off. I'm going to let you think that I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to let you throw a couple out routes. I'm going to stick the out and up move just so the next series, when you try me, I can let you know what my name is.
He's referring to Lucas Scott, the fullback, former Army Black Knight, looking to throw on 4th down to the back of the end zone, and it is complete. Keith Kirkwood and the Ravens convert on 4th down.
Kirkwood was allowed to just work along the back of the end zone. This is why you play, and then followed up with something negative. Just had a great stop by one of your cornerbacks as contributing in the run defense, and now all of a sudden you give the Baltimore Ravens a 1st down inside the 5-yard line.
And now into the end zone goes Dearness Johnson, and the Ravens add to the lead.
We brought it up earlier in the broadcast about the defensive line.
Keep going north and south.
Again, at the goal line, touchdown. Goodson with the touchdown against his former club. Looking to make it a 3rd season with the Indianapolis Colts. 9-0 for the home team.
Yeah, and basically a lot of this is coming about because the Colts have established a real crisp passing game tonight. And then all of a sudden, you start playing.
Understand what their role is. You don't explain what they're supposed to do. I mean, even down to, like you see Leatu. I mean, we've got all these. We're setting better edges. We're playing more aggressive. And I always think a great sign is when it has to be player coach led as far as holding accountability, and the players, are really responding. I think they really respect Lou.
They're getting your quota today, Greg. Now they're getting your quota.
On the handoff, Johnson backing his way towards the goal line, still going, and a touchdown for the Packers. We may have to go back to the days of the Decatur Staleys to have a 4-2 game in the National Football League.
That's right. That's right.
2nd and goal. Clifford will keep. Clifford will run. Clifford will score. And Green Bay takes the lead with 1:31 to play.
I'll tell you what, though, it's almost if you're going to score now. I've got 2 timeouts with 1:31 to go.
And get the ball out of the running back's hands. I think it has been a huge emphasis. We've already seen it loose a couple times from this Miami offense. Kelvin Shepard's going to like that rep a lot from Grant Stewart.
First couple weeks, not a whole lot in the turnover department, springing the ball free. Wilson drops it off over the middle. He's got Eskridge, and Eskridge is in. Touchdown. Rock Yassin tried to keep him from the goal line, but Eskridge breaks through. The former Western Michigan Bronco has the first score this afternoon.
But that time, even Jason, you see with the some of the backup depth guys, they still have tremendous speed to be able to get out to that edge to make sure they don't allow an explosive play as well.
4th and 7, Tesla in the slot at the bottom of the formation. Zylstra in the slot left. He was in for the last play as well, the tight end. And looking that direction. This is a wide for a Meeks touchdown. Jackson Meeks is in, and the Lions' first score at Ford Field this year is his. We do know each other very well, thanks. First down from the 18. The Lions quickly into the red zone. And Allen pump and go to the end zone. Oh, what an adjustment! Tesla high points it. Touchdown, Lions!
His awareness is through the roof.
With the Tigers, what do you see from Dan and this franchise that kind of mirrors what you guys are doing?
Yeah, you know, Dan and I came to Detroit at the same time, and what I see is belief, you know, and there obviously has been a lot to like with what Dan's doing. I feel like fans in Michigan deserve good football, good baseball, good hockey, good basketball. They're getting it.
This Tigers team that you have right now, you guys have gotten hot on this road trip. You're 20 over 500 again. What can you tell Lions fans who aren't crossover fans, which is basically nobody, but just in case they exist?
And the pursuit is getting better. Lions right now getting pushed around a little bit in the middle of that defense. Like to see the edge continue to kind of close down that pocket, not let anybody get out the backside.
On play action, Ewers on the roll. Ewers on the throw. End zone and a touchdown for Theo Wees Jr. for the Dolphins score. That's his second score of this second half.
Tackle like Gabe Hall. Credit Fangio for that late movement up front.
Monty Marshall, the lone setback once again on 2nd and goal. Finds his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Had an impressive drive for the Cleveland Browns to begin the game. Better than 8 minutes. And a march downfield of 13 plays gets him into the end zone.
You got to keep this Eagles group. You know, they're counting on a bunch of these guys to play a lot of snaps for them this year. Let's see some of them step up and make some plays out here.
Gabriel has been very good so far. And this one is picked off and going back the other way. Now it's a foot race, and that is that. Welcome to the Philadelphia Eagles, Andrew Makuba. A pick six the other way on the first play of the second quarter. How about that?
What did Nick Sirianni tell us yesterday, Scott? And again, when I interviewed him on the pregame show, you know, Pryor's probably the next man up at a couple of spots. They need to be able to count on him.
That changes the play selection, I'm sure, but a little more room to operate. And there it is for the touchdown. Quick look in. Anaya Smith puts the Eagles in front with a flag on the play.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 99. Penalty being forced on the point after for touchdown, and the touchdown is good.
Second week in a row, a touchdown by Anaya Smith on.
After playing early in the first half, a little bit of a juggle right there. Ooh. And wow, that is a gift of an interception, and it may be going back all the way. KJ Henry into the end zone for a touchdown. Couldn't have gift wrapped it more closely right into Henry's hands as DTR was taking a hit. 45 yards of the pick six.
So far, 2nd and 2, gain of 8 on that connection with his tight end. Donald under center. Corey Horton, the rookie, in motion. Hands it off to Charbonnet. He's going to go in untouched. Touchdown, Seahawks. Zach Charbonnet all the way to the house.
Am I overweight or something?
No,
Mike, I'm just a big
human being. It's all muscle.
Just a big human being.
George Jelani back in at running back. Michael Robinson, Kate Scott with you here as well. Lock quickly to Jake Bobo. Bobo's got space. Jake Bobo into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown for Jake Bobo.
Pad up and down, like right now. Everybody's ready to go right now. Especially when the tight end starts to motion up.
One. Shoot. Design roll to his right. Back of the end zone, and that's caught. And that's a touchdown for Robert Tonyan and Kansas City.
Well, I just called it. I said it's on a couple plays they could do.
Yeah, you called it, Mike. You called it.
Well, good pressure from Drake Thomas, and that's where you see a veteran.
He can also return kicks in the return.
catches for 52 yards so far tonight. Brady through to Reek Young. On the screen here. Looking to the right corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle! It's never enough. More Bobo here at Roman Field.
Great job by Jake Bobo. A big-time throw by Drew Lock.
Late supposed to be sealed out the block and sell the play for the team.
Ball here from the one. Martinez takes it in. Touchdown Seahawks. Damian Martinez with his first NFL touchdown.
Good running by Damian Martinez. Right here. Even better blocking by Bryce Cable.
No surprise there. This is Sky Moore. Streaking down the left sideline for Kansas City. And Sky Moore is going to go all the way to the house. Touchdown, Kansas City. 88 yards for Sky Moore.
Sky Moore has had some issues catching the football from the quarterback tonight, but when it's coming off the foot of a punter, he seems to have no issues. Stayed in bounds, walked the tightrope.
The speed, the skill set to fit perfectly in this offense.
So in 2 plays, they go from their own 3 to the 8 of Arizona. And a huge gap between the tackles. It's an easy touchdown for R.J. Harvey.
There's no better.
He's playing some reps tonight. They don't have a ton of tight ends, so he has to play. Brissett, pump fake, firing into the end zone, and there's Fehoko with the catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. Simi Fehoko, his first action as a Cardinal, and he gets Arizona into the end zone for the first time tonight.
This is why it matters being a veteran.
The Philadelphia Eagles, their big free agent signing. 43 career sacks in 7 previous seasons with Philly. Stidham on 2nd and 10. Throws it downfield. Caught for a touchdown by Franklin. Troy Franklin, 27-yard touchdown catch.
Beautiful wheel route by Troy Franklin, the wide receiver out of Oregon. He actually played with Bo Nix in college. Of his calling cards for the Sean Payton offense.
Inside a minute to go. Denver can take its time now that it's in the red zone. Stidham, end zone shot, and what a catch by Franklin for the touchdown. Second touchdown pass by
unblocked rushers than Caleb Williams last year as a rookie.
First 3rd down for Chicago. 3rd and 5. Williams in. Rhythm again. There's Zacchaeus. And Olamide Zacchaeus takes it to the end zone for the Bears touchdown. 36-yard touchdown to finish off a 93-yard drive to start this game.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Ben Johnson era, even though it's the goal-to-go situation.
Settle for the field goal. Pretty good chance it's at least going to be a wash, and decent chance you're going to be down 4 on the whole equation. Go back and score a touchdown. Speaking of scoring touchdowns, that's what Britton Brown does.
We talked how high they were about Luther Burden.
Bears looking for a 3rd touchdown in this first half. From just outside the 10 with Ian Wheeler into the game at running back. He takes the fake, and the flats goes Stephen Carlson. Bajan goes to the end zone and finds a man in the corner. It is Tyler Scott for a touchdown. 3rd-year man out of Cincinnati. Bajan finds him, and it's 20-0 Chicago.
In more than they did last year. It just, the schedule is going to be very challenging.
Well, they try him again off the right side, and Ian Wheeler's in. Howard's own HU, you know, a touchdown for the Bears.
Luther Burden.
He do it again.
Listen, I don't want to keep beating a dead horse here. I know he's run blocking and it's not, but you can see his guys, they saw it, right? They're giving him high fives. Wait till you see. We're going to show the replay after the kick.
So 3rd and 4. Wheeler has his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Tell you what, left side of that offensive line. Wait till you see the double team.
Pats are 2 of 3 on 3rd down. I formation behind May. Henderson gets the call. Stutter steps, gets through the line of scrimmage across the 5. Touchdown, New England Patriots. A rushing touchdown by Travion Henderson. England 70% on 3rd down, 7 of 10. 3rd and 9. Dobbs, shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Hasty, the tailback to the left. Dobbs, great drop. Chisholm at the 10, shakes a tackle at the 9, gets inside the 5, touchdown New England. All right, this is a preseason game. We have the head coach joining us for an entire quarter coming up in the 3rd, and whether it's a preseason game.
Stroud with pressure coming to the goal line, caught, touchdown! Have you heard this before? Stroud to Collins for 6.
What a drive, effective on 1st down. Excellent separation by the receivers when in man coverage. Great job. Watch Nico Collins down. British Brooks in now at running back. And on 3rd down, Brooks the carry to the goal line, pushing his way in for a Texans touchdown. That's the right guy on the goal line right there. That's the guy you want. He'll put his head down. He'll run through you like we talked about last week on kickoff. He ran through a